What's the Biz? And I have just, I'll call her a serial entrepreneur with us today, Christin Reed. Christin, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you, Brent?
Doing good. So tell us just about yourself and tell us about what you have going on right now.
Oh, I have quite a few things going on right now, but just a little bit about myself. As he said, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I really can't see myself doing anything else. I've searched so long for what it is specifically that I wanted to do, and I realized that I just love business. I love open business. I love the footwork of branding yourself and figuring out your logo, just all of those kind of things. I have done all kinds of events. I have had a boutique. I have been a wedding planner, which is still, events.
Right.
But now I've kind of gotten more into like social events and corporate events and things of that nature. Actually managing the new comedy club.
Yes.
That just opened up out here, and we're doing lots of events. We have a lot of stuff going on, so I'm really excited about it.
And we're excited too, and we know that you are the brainchild behind Words Over Lattes.
It's my baby.
And we're so happy to have that back here in our area after, about a year and a half hiatus?
It's been about a year and a half since we kind of left. I had a baby, and the pregnancy was kind of rough, so I was on bed rest and stuff like that, and I couldn't come back and forth from Dallas anymore.
Right.
So I kind of had to put it to the wayside, but I moved back recently, and when I tell you, every single person that saw me when I came back, the very first thing that came out of their mouth was, "Are you starting Words Over Lattes back?"
Right.
So y'all are really the reason why Words Over Lattes is back, because I'm gonna be honest, I was like, no, it had its run, it was successful, it did what it was supposed to do, let's do something else.
Right.
But the relaunch of it has been more successful than all 7 years that we've been in business with Words Over Lattes. It really has.
Well, that's awesome. So tell us, even with the brainchild of that, how did that come to pass?
So I actually went to Norfolk State, and while I was in VA, I was able to just experience so much culture. There were so many entertainment venues. There was reggae and poetry and just so many things going on. And I was young when I was in Shreveport at first, so when I graduated college, I came back and I was like, hey, where's the arts? Now I need to find it. And I was like, I can't find it anywhere. And Louisiana is so known for being such a cultural state, just period. And so I knew that there was talent here, and I wanted to create a platform where artists can develop themselves and they can develop a fan base, perform their work in front of a live audience. And so I was in the shower one day and I was thinking about it, and I was about to have a meeting, and I remember saying, well, let's talk about it over coffee. And I was like, Words Over Lattes, and that's where it came about, and we've been just moving along ever since.
Wow. So tell us about some of the other ventures that you have currently, and even some of the other things that you're involved in right now.
Okay, so with Laugh Out Loud, Words Over Lattes is actually at Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club. So on the weekends, we do bring in comedians from all over, and we're really focusing on the up and comings, the people who you've seen places and you kind of know their name, but you kind of know their name.
Right.
So we're giving them a platform to just really continue to develop themselves. And in addition to the things I'm doing at the comedy club, I just started a new business in addition to Words Over Lattes this past November. And it's called Tipsy Treats. And Tipsy Treats is edible liquor. It's literally liquor in a candy form. So I've developed all kind of different flavors. The most popular one amongst men is Georgia Peach. That's Hennessy, Moscato, and peach puree. And then the most popular amongst the women is Candy Girl, and that's strawberry, peaches, and Moscato, and Grey Goose. And I launched it, and when I tell you, like, I did just a little soft launch on social media. And when I did that, I was like, okay, let's just kind of see what people are going to think about it. I got so many orders, I had to stop advertising so that I could just go make orders. It was overwhelming. So then I got my orders out, and I advertised again, and then another influx of orders, and it just has been continuing like that to the point where I now see this business like going all over the U.S.
Wow.
I've been studying the liquor laws of other states and things of that nature. And right now, my main focus with Tipsy Treats is getting distributors.
Right.
I've always wanted to truly create a platform where my creativity allows other people to make money and take care of themselves. Like I'm a community-oriented person.
Right.
And so now that I see what the potential of Tipsy Treats is, I'm like, let me get some distributors and allow them to kind of do their Avon type of thing.
Right.
But I don't want it to be oversaturated. So I'm only looking for like one distributor in each city so that person is the person you have to go to.
Right.
I don't have a website on purpose because I want people to go through my distributors
okay.
and not be able to purchase somewhere else.
Wow. Well, that all sounds exciting. I mean, you have so much going on, so we're
I
excited
do.
about all of that. So in our next segment, we're going to get down to the meat of it. We want to know some of the good, the bad, and the ugly with
'Cause
business.
it can get ugly.
Right. Entrepreneurship, all of that good stuff. So we're going to do that on our next segment. So thank you for tuning in to What's the Biz, your place for business and entrepreneurship, and we'll be right back.
Good day. Everything still a go for the night? Come on. Man, my truck just stopped again. Yeah, I know I need a new one. I tried, man. My credit just is horrible. Well, I'm headed to the bus stop.
We are here to improve your credit so that you can get the things you need and want in life.
I need help with my credit. It's been one of those weeks. Wish me luck on my ride to work.
Our team at We Raise Credit can help you get the car you need. We Raise Credit.
Welcome back to What's the Biz. I'm here with Christin Reed, and now we're going to get into what we're really here for. Let's talk about business, entrepreneurship, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You can start wherever you want to.
Let's start with the ugly child.
Okay, let's start with the ugly.
And you have to start with the ugly because I think sometimes people think about entrepreneurship and they think, oh, I'm going to start a business and it's going to be successful and I'm going to, no, honey, that's not how it works.
Right.
It's hard. Like, it is literally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 25 hours a day. 8. You wish you had 25 hours in the day
Right.
because it's just never enough time in the day. I think one of the biggest things is really learning work-life balance. And that was the problem that I've had the entire time I've done entrepreneurship. I've been doing it since I was 23.
Right.
We're not going to talk about how old I am now.
But a little while, huh?
But it's been a little while.
It's been a little while.
And there have definitely been ups and downs. You get discouraged. You look at the people. You tend to find yourself looking at the people who are not supporting you more than you do the people who
Right.
are supporting
Right.
you. But you got to get that out of your head because the thing is, if you have a product, focus on your product
Right.
and focus on what you're doing, and the support is going to come.
Exactly.
Relationships are hard trying to be an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Motherhood is hard trying to be an entrepreneur. I find myself feeling so guilty now that I'm a mom because I'm literally working all into the night. And when I hear him, he likes to knock on the wall with his bottle. And when I hear that at 4 o'clock in the morning and I just went to bed at 1, it's hard.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
right.
So, yeah, it can be ugly, but
Yeah.
it's so beautiful and rewarding at the same
Right.
time. I don't see myself doing anything else. I love the ugly part of it. I
Right.
love the hustle and bustle. I love always being busy when I'm not. When I try to take a break, it drives me a little bit crazy. I'm kind of like, I could be promoting this, or I
Right.
could be finishing that flyer, or I could be just all kinds of things.
Yeah.
You also have to find yourself being multiversed. when you're an entrepreneur.
Right.
You got to learn how to do a lot of different things. I am my publicist. I am my marketer. I am my manager. I am the owner. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm everything for my
Right.
business. It's also really good to have a team, but a lot of times in the beginning, you can't have a team, you know? So there are ups and downs.
Right,
It's all
right.
worth it.
It's all worth it. And like you said, you've been an entrepreneur since you were 23. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 18. Not gonna say how old I am, but I've been through some things and seen a lot, and it's definitely difficult. And I think we all wish that we could have like an extra day of the week. Like,
yes, serious.
But honestly, if we had it to sleep, but would we even sleep, or would we actually take a break and rest? But one thing I have learned how to do at this point in my life is balance that work, that life, that family, and make sure that I'm taking care of myself. I think that's always important.
I'm trying to learn to do myself right now. I find that I'm the person that likes to take care of other people anyway.
Right.
So I'm doing my business, and then my friends come to me for advice, and my family, and then, like I said, I'm a mom, so I find myself taking care of everybody else and taking care of my business, and I'm secondary, you know, to all of that.
Right.
And so right now, my main focus is like, Christin, it's okay to say no to people. It's okay to take a break. You can have too many good things going on at one time.
Exactly.
And that is the biggest lesson I think I've learned in entrepreneurship. You cannot take on every opportunity just because it's there.
Right.
You have to start figuring out what's good for you and not just how you can be good to everything else.
Right,
and
exactly.
that's kind of what, because I've done the chamber, and I was on the board of SPAR, and I was just on so many different things, and I was stretched way too thin. It can drive you crazy.
Exactly.
So work-life balance and self-care, that's what I'm really learning how to do right now, and it's not easy.
No, it's not easy, especially when you have that passion burning within you, and you're like, hey, well, I have an hour free. Should I just sit here and do nothing, or let me just start writing some ideas down? Yeah, so it's tough, but we know that's a part. And then we're still young entrepreneurs, so we're still learning a lot of those things, building a lot of that foundation. So
I think even with being a young entrepreneur, it's very important to surround yourself with people who are doing better than you, people who are where you want to be in life, and not just people who are on the same path as you. Because a lot of times that can create unnecessary competition. It can create things within yourself that'll start, like, I've had to take social media breaks. Like, you'll look at other things, and social media can kind of make you feel like, oh, well, my business isn't there yet, and she started late, you know, and things of that nature. So it's really important to be around people who can mentor you and can kind of uplift you when you are going through those discouraging phases and things of that nature. I help a lot of younger people now who are trying to, like, get into entertainment or get into PR or just all of those different kinds of things, and I want to be able to share my journey with them. That's why I decided to come on here. I want to be able to share my journey with them and to let them know that they see the success of Words Over Lattes. They don't see the hustle and bustle to get there. They don't know that for the 7 years, Words Over Lattes was a bill for me. Like, I set aside money to make it happen. For some reason, everybody thought like I was getting rich off of Words Over Lattes. And I'm like, no, this is a community thing. This is something that truly I want the city to be able to experience. I want somewhere fun and safe for you to be able to come. The weekend ends on Monday.
The weekend is on Monday.
The weekend ends on Monday. And I really wanted to create a fun environment where that is true to people. So I wanted to be able to share.
And I think that you've done that in the last 8 years, because now that it's back, I think everybody is like, well, Sunday is still the weekend, but I know I got to go to work on Monday, but we're going to treat it like the weekend. But that's good. In our last segment, we want to talk about just what do you have in the future, all these great things going on, and maybe even some more advice you might have for some entrepreneurs out there. So we'll be right back with What's the Biz.
My name is Jessica Lattin, and I am the owner of JL Counseling. I provide individual counseling, family counseling, and group counseling. and I cover a variety of topics, including grief counseling, anger management, depression, and anxiety. Domestic violence and maternal mental health are two topics that are very near and dear to my heart, and there is a lack of services here in our community, and that is why I chose to specialize in those two areas. There is a huge stigma surrounding mental health these days, and I really want to be a beacon of light in this community to show everyone that your mental health is just as important as your physical health. My favorite part about the counseling process is watching my clients achieve their goals and seeing the smile on their faces and the change in their attitude really helps me to realize this is why I became a counselor.
Welcome back to What's the Biz. I'm here with Christin Reed again. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
You've shared so much knowledge, and you've been an entrepreneur in our area doing great things for a long time now, even though you're still young, but for a long time. So just tell us, what does the future look like for you?
The future looks like words of a lattes all over.
Yeah.
I'm really wanting to, right now I'm working on just cultivating a team of young artists here and getting them exposure in other cities, booking them with other open mics in other cities and trying to help them even grow their fan base even more, teaching them a little bit about the entertainment business and things of that nature. That's really always been a passion of mine.
Right.
And I've managed artists and things of that nature, but I've never just really had the opportunity to just share my knowledge.
Right.
In addition to being a serial entrepreneur, I love knowledge. I'm always seeking out new information with PR and with entertainment and all of the things that I do. And so I'm wanting to turn Words of a Lattes into a platform of not just entertainment for the city, but a place where artists can come to learn and grow and cultivate their craft. And then, like I said, taking Tipsy Treats and expanding all over the U.S. I'm so excited about working with these distributors. I actually allowed my best friend to, we kind of allow her to become a distributor, just so that I can kind of see it and test it out and see what the footing is. And she's also wanting to become an entrepreneur, so I was like, in entrepreneurship, you are a salesman.
Yes.
You cannot be afraid to sell if you're going to be an entrepreneur. So she's really nervous about selling. So her becoming a distributor for Tipsy Treats has really allowed her to kind of get out there and to learn how to talk more and to be more comfortable with it. And so I'm helping her to cultivate her business through mine. And that's really like all I want to do right now. Like, I've done this for so long that I just want to share the knowledge and help other people while I continue to grow my own business. And I'm excited about all of it.
Wow, that's awesome. So any other advice that you want to give to a person that is starting out, they're 21, 22, 23, or even somebody that's 55, 56 and say, look, I'm going to step out on faith and make this happen?
Here's the biggest thing. You are never too old to start it. You're never too young either. For some reason, there's this stigma that, like, you started at 18, and for some reason, there's this stigma that you have to be of a certain age to get respect as an entrepreneur. And then there's also this stigma that, hey, I'm 50, I'm seasoned, nobody's going to want to see the new thing that I have going on. Step out on faith. Believe in yourself, believe in your product, and read, learn how to sell. Read everything, all kind of literature on marketing. Learn social media.
Yes.
It's free marketing. Like, marketing has changed and developed into this amazing thing because of social media. Learn it, strategize. I think the biggest thing is going to be jump out in the water with a purpose. Don't just do it. You know, strategize. I get that, you know, you get this product and you get excited and you just want to throw it out there, but that's the quickest way to sink. Be willing to jump out there, but with a purpose and with a strategy.
And I think a lot of people look at business owners and entrepreneurs and they're like, man, they just trying to make the money. And I'm like, no, everything that I do is because I love it. I'm passionate about it. It has a purpose. And the purpose always goes back to helping other people. Even with Words of a Lattes, your purpose is to create that art, that vibe that people can come enjoy. But also for the artists, you want them to be able to express themselves. So everything has to go back to having a purpose to help somebody else.
And your passion. Like, I think that's the other biggest thing. If you're going into business for the money, you're not going to have
Stop
longevity.
right now. Just
you're
stop.
not going to have
Yep.
longevity.
Right.
Because it's hard to get to the money.
Right.
It takes a
Right.
little while to get to the money. But when you're doing this because it's your passion, you're never going to want to stop. Find your passion and turn your passion into your money.
Awesome. So where can people find you at?
You can find me on all social media platforms, Words Over Lattes, Tipsy Treats and Eats. Inbox me. You got questions, order something. You're going to like it. And come out to Words Over Lattes. We are at 618 Commerce Street every Monday from 7 to 10. Happy hours from 7 to 8. The show starts at 8. Come check us out.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming
Thank
on our
you.
show
It's
and
been a
shedding some of that
pleasure.
knowledge. You've definitely dropped some gems. And thank you for watching What's the Biz, your place for business and entrepreneurship. We'll see you next time.